friends. My name is Miss Jenny. Welcome to Math Lab. Thank you so much for joining us today. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to count, recognize, and write the number 5. Let's get started. To kick off our math lesson, let's review numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. I have different objects, and we are going to count the sets of objects that we see in the picture. I see a tricycle. How many wheels do you see in this picture? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. I see 3 wheels. How many boats do you see in this picture? 1. How many legs does a chair have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many mittens do you see in this pair? I see 2 mittens. A pair is a set of 2. How many wheels do you see on this car? 1, 2, 3, but we know there's a 4th wheel back there you just can't see in the picture. A car has 4 wheels. How many eyes do you see? I see 2 eyes. How many lips do you see? 1 lip. How many legs does a horse have? 4 legs. How many noses do you see? 1 nose. How many shoes make up a pair? 2 shoes make up a pair. Give yourself a 4-finger woo for a job well done. Start with your pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whee! Friends, are there other ways we can show the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4? We can use the numerals that you see here for the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can use your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can use dots, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use objects, 1, 2, 3, 4, to make sets of objects. And you can also use 5 frames. Let me show you a 5 frame and you tell me what number you see. Oh, tricky, tricky. It shows the number 1, but it's not a 5 frame. It's a 10 frame because there are 10 boxes. This 10 frame shows the number 1 because it has 1 dot. What number does this 10 frame show? 2 dots. What number does this 10 frame show? 3 dots. And what number does this 10 frame show? 4 dots. Friends, you now know so many different ways to show a number. You have learned how to count and recognize and write the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I have a question for you. I'm going to clean off my board and I have an interesting question to ask you. I'm going to take out my counting bears and I'm going to count 4 bears, one at a time. I'm going to start with the number 1, and then I'm going to say each number that comes next. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I were to add one more, what's one more than 4? 5. That's right. Give yourself a five-finger woo for a job well done. Woo! Friends, we know that no matter how my objects are showing, I will always have the same number. Look, I can put these bears in a row. I still have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put them in a circle. I still have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can spread them all around and I still have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would you like to learn how to write the number 5? You need your whiteboard, an eraser, and a marker. All right, my friends, let's learn how to write the number 5. Friends, do you have your whiteboard, eraser, and marker? Let's begin. Let's learn how to write the number 5. To write the number 5, I want you to put a dot at the top. And what I'd like you to do is do this with me. Ready? Down and around. Try that again. Ready? Down, around. Do you notice how I'm using two separate lines? Down, around. And then go back to that dot and put a flag on high. I used 3 separate lines. Would you like to see my 3 separate lines that I used to make the number 5? All right, so I've got 3 different markers. Give me 1 second. 1 color, 2 colors, 3 colors. All right, my friends, I'm going to make a dot at the very top. My first line I'm going to use is I'm going to go down, a straight line down. My next line I'm going to use is a curve. So down, around. Go back to that dot and put a flag on high. So see how I used 3 different lines, my friends? So down, around, flag on high. That's the way we make a 5. Try that for me, my friends. Draw your dot. Down, around, flag on high. That's the way we make a 5. Does your 5 look like mine? Make sure it's facing the correct way. Give yourself a 5-finger woo for a job well done. Wee!